What many tenants at the Sarit Centre thought was a small fire turned out to be a major one that was only contained in the evening, despite the fact that it first began combusting in the morning. According to National Disaster Management Unit Deputy Director Pius Masai and the Gigiri OCPD Vitalis Otieno, the fire began at approximately 10:30 a.m. in a generator room close to a photocopying and printing shop and quickly spread to adjacent stores. Tenants and shoppers alike were quickly evacuated and 4 firefighting teams arrived to tackle the flames. At 11:09 a.m., this message was posted on the Sarit Centre Twitter handle and I quote, "We would like to inform all our tenants and shoppers that there was a small fire in one of our outlets on the ground floor, which has now been contained by Sarit Centre security staff and the Nairobi County Fire Department. No injuries reported. More details will follow," end quote. But just after the clock struck noon, the fire started again, boosted by the combustible material at the Bata shoe shop. From here, it was a cat-and-mouse game for the firefighters, who kept trying to put out the fast-spreading fire at the source whilst dealing with the challenge of inadequate water supplies. Eventually, the National Youth Service and Kenya Defence Forces, among other bodies, were called in for reinforcement.
As it is now, it appears it is being contained. But after some times, it appears it moves to another place. That's why it appears taking quite too long.
Meanwhile, tense tenants stayed vigil to ensure that once the fire was out, they could quickly salvage their goods. One of the tenants who spoke to Citizen TV on phone in the evening told us that they were eventually told to go home, as the mall was off limits to all non-essential staff. No injuries or fatalities were reported. Whilst it can't be taken for granted that every shopper and tenant walked out of the Sarit Centre this morning without any injuries or without any loss of life, nevertheless, tough questions need to be asked about how quickly did the Rapid Response Unit, both of the county and of the national government, arrive here and take charge of the situation, and why did water run out at a point when many thought the fire had been contained, only for it to spring up again? Tough questions that we will only have to wait to get answers to. Reporting for Citizen TV, I'm Wahiga Mwaura in Nairobi County.